Hey, what's up, y'all? I know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Today we got a hot one for y'all today, man. This one kind of weird to me, given like the two people we talking about. But hey, we got Famous Dex versus King Von. Some of you may or may not know that Dex just went on a rant on IG Live about King Von, with the usual white stuff sitting on the side of his mouth that I hate when people talk. He proceeded to call Von a B. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Call Von broke, bragged about him getting a cut, saying that he felt like he looked like a junkie with dreads. I mean, with or without dreads, you know. And then he proceeded to show some money. So today I'm gonna break down this weird and sudden feud between the two artists, just in case some of you was lost and didn't know what was going on. So let's get straight into it. Now, for the people that don't know where it stemmed from, it goes deep. Famous Dex, we all know, is from Chicago. If you didn't know as well, Famous Dex was a close friend of FBG Duck, rest in peace. They did music together and all that. FBG Duck and guys like Billionaire Black and the rest of FBG was doing music before Dex and actually inspired Dex to do music. But it just so happened that Dex popped off before them, you know. Although he was around them and they pretty much shared their litness and fans with him, when he got on, he didn't show that same love. So that's how they felt. Then came the feud between Dex and FBG and everyone else that he once was cool with when he was doing music. I mean, when they were doing music together. He even had a song called Never Switch Up, where he basically cries out and let the guys know that he didn't switch up, but they felt different, and it just been left like that, to be honest. Like, it was just that. So with all that said, recently after hearing news that FBG Duck was killed, Dex ended up going on Instagram Live and crying hysterically. Even though he wasn't like talking, even though they wasn't talking, they had a little animosity between them, and he ain't forget the fact that they were boys first. All right, as anyone would. It's no different than you having someone you close to die, and you know that y'all didn't speak to each other, and y'all could have easily resolved whatever the problem was with a simple conversation or something. But now you can't even do that. So now, I personally think anyone that records himself crying is a little weird, because like, that's just weird. That's me though. I had a girlfriend that did that, but that's a whole nother story. Like that's just weird. But next, Say Cheese, the popular media outlet for all entertainment, ended up reposting the live to their page. In the midst of that, of them doing that, King Von got wind of it, and he comments, "Sweet F-A-N." Those are curses. I can't really say it. It is what it is. Y'all put two and two together. Now, some people like, yo, he should have kept that to himself because that guy grieving. He just a troublemaker. He lives, blah, blah. But y'all gotta understand that FBG Duck was an op of King Von. So he definitely isn't going to have any sympathy towards him or anybody around him or anybody grieving him. And if you want to be technical, Duck has taunted their dead guys for years, bro. And from what I'm hearing, he was really giving them pain. So to be honest with you, it is what it is, man. It's just casualty of war. It is what it is. That's the streets for you. Now, with all that being said, Famous Dex kept quiet, and if you ask me, he took a little long to reply back to the comment that King Von did. Anywhere from a week or two or something like that. Like as far as the death and whatever. So last night he addressed it by getting on IG Live and having a few words for King Von. Pretty much he was saying that he got a haircut and he on some new stuff. He don't diss nobody, he minds his business and he do music. But King Von is a B word. He also mentioned that he has an album coming out. So I'm thinking maybe that's the reason he decided to respond back to King Von, because the random response was like 2 weeks later. So that's like suspect to me if you ask me. You see what I'm saying? So if he got an album coming out, it makes sense to why he's saying something now, because, album sales. That's what they do, man. The most interesting part of the live, though, to me, was when Dex mentioned that he seen King Von at Sean Kingston's house, where everyone was rolling dice and gambling, and all King Von did was say what's up and shook his hand. Now, I don't know how true it is, but who knows? Who knows? Like, Dex also stated that he had his blick on him at the time too, and Von seen it. And he said after they seen each other, he also stated that King Von sent him a DM on Instagram that he threatened to leak and show everyone if he keep playing with him, whatever. I don't know. So now I'm wondering what the DM said. I don't know if Dex just pump faking and he making the DM seem more than what it is, or he might actually have something. But honestly, I really can't see Von saying anything out of line, to be honest with you. Like, I could be wrong, but I just don't see that. Like what did he really say? oh my God, you know, you're like, what did he say? Like, what did he really say? I don't know. And one thing I didn't respect in the video that Dex mentioned, that a lot of people do, and which I feel is very weak, whack, and corny knowing the circumstance, he went on to mention 6ix9ine coming to Chicago and going to O Block, disrespecting their dad homies. Now, at this point, we already know 6ix9ine. We know he's just trolling. We know he rides around with extra heavy security everywhere he goes. He's already been exposed, bro. So bringing up 6ix9ine coming to O Block, like, that's whack. That's whack. 6ix9ine could actually go anywhere he wants. Let's be real. 6ix9ine could go anywhere he wants as long as he got that heavy security with him, because nothing's going to happen to him, bro. And all the solid ones not paying that kid no mind because they pretty much know. Leave him alone. Yo, if you just don't get that boy no energy, he going to go away. It just been reported that he's projected to only sell like 50,000 records his first week. You see what I'm saying? That's when you stop giving that troll energy. That's what happens. Now all the solid ones paying that dude no mind, right? You gotta be retarded to even attempt to do something to that kid, because like I said, he was a federal witness for one, and then two, he just trolling. You see what I'm saying? But all the real ones, like I said, is paying him no mind. That's that. So in the midst of all this, King Von went live on Instagram like he usually do, talking his talk. In the comments, someone mentioned Dex and his rant, and Von quickly dismissed it by saying, "Not today. We not talking about no goofies today." And pretty much he left it like that. He didn't say nothing. He didn't give it no energy. Nothing. And I kind of feel him on that, because he already said what he said. There's nothing to go back and forth about, to be honest with you. Von on the rise, and Dex really ain't it no more, bro. And that's just the harsh truth. So it don't make sense for him to even go back and entertain that, in my opinion. So I'm saying, so I ain't gonna keep this video long, y'all. That's it. With all this going on in Chicago already, I hope it don't really escalate to a death, but it is what it is. These guys are grown. I'm gonna keep it real. If you feel King Von was wrong for taunting Dex while he grieving, let me know in the comment box below. Let me know also if Dex should have been, I don't know, like maybe he should have been replied. Let me know in the comment box below how you feel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you notify every time I drop some new content, y'all. I'm gonna just keep putting these out. I'm gonna put them out. I'm gonna keep going hard. Y'all let me know what y'all want to hear. I'm out. Bow.